Big Rain Coming by Katrina Germain and illustrated by Indigenous Australian Bronwyn Bancroft is a children's picture book about when the rain will come in a remote Indigenous community, and it seems like the rain is never going to come. The characters do all they can while they wait for the rain, including swimming in the billabong, the dogs digging themselves holes, the green frogs huddling around the leaky tap, and finally, as old Stephen says from the beginning, to the joy of the characters, the rain finally comes. I believe this book is a fantastic text to be able to use for primary students from grades 1 to 6. Despite it being recommended for level 2, I found the value in this text using it to discuss Indigenous perspectives and other themes that are in the book for my grade 4 class. The students in my class at LP have shown promising signs in their learning, however there is still work needed to be done. A reason for this choice of text is firstly the theme of waiting for something. I have a lot of students who are passionate about their learning but at the same time can be very impatient, which is common in a lot of students, so it's a good lesson to be learned firstly by reading the text. A few things you can do with this book to promote intercultural understanding is firstly talking about the drawings by Bancroft and potentially what they mean in terms of the colours and the detail. Then via collaborative learning, which is my preferred choice, or your preferred learning pedagogy, work with students about the other themes that arise. This includes showing students what life is like in the outback in a remote Indigenous community, the respect old Stephen commands and his knowledge of the land and weather, the social structures and animals that appear are just some of the aspects of Indigenous culture that students are exposed to. There are 2 Indigenous students in my classroom, and expressing a particular Indigenous perspective will be beneficial to the 2 students as well as their classmates, who will get an opportunity to see what another culture is like. And working together with their classmates will be a rich learning experience as the Indigenous students develop a deeper understanding and appreciation of their own culture, and their classmates will be able to compare their own cultural practices by reading this text and seeing what life is like from another perspective. Giving the students power with their learning is something I highly recommend with this text. Asking them questions to pose to one another will allow the students to engage with each other, and everyone will get a chance to express themselves and fully continue to develop their intercultural understanding. The illustrations in this text for me personally and my learners are a highlight. The detail in which Bancroft portrays life for Indigenous Australians in this remote community, how she shows respect for the knowledge Indigenous Australians have, in particularly with the land and with the weather, are fantastic. The use of colours in this book, for example the blue water of the billabong representing calm, peace and nature, and the use of the colour brown and how it resembles the land, how natural and dependable it can be. Finally, after reading this book and exposing it to my learners who all value collaboration and working together, it proved to be beneficial in improving relationships in the classroom. It also taught me and my learners of the importance of intercultural understanding and how it can help students become positive and effective members of society in the future, and how important respect and admiration for other cultures is crucial in the classroom.